Hello, so this is a video about the adapter design pattern. So here's the definition. Like any adapter, converts an existing object to work with another object that is not compatible with it. So an adapter class allows two classes to work together that couldn't otherwise do it because they are not compatible. So here's the UML. First up, we have our target interface that defines a method, required method here. And we have an existing class called adaptee that has a method called old method. So we want to use this interface or abstract class with this class. So our solution is that we take an adapter class and we inherit the target. We implement the required method and we also create an adaptee inside the adapter class. So inside this adapter class, the defined method uses the method defined in the adaptee class. So we have the adaptee saved here, and we just call this .adaptee.old method in order to run this method via this interface. So why are we using this? Well, of course, we can apply new functionalities to existing systems without the need to change anything. So we are allowing multiple different behaviors with the same interface. A little bit like the strategy pattern, but a little bit different. So in order to show how the adapter works, let's do a simple example. So first up, a UML diagram. There. So what we need is the existing interface. So what we are doing, we are creating a duck interface. And what we also want is a turkey interface. So we will be having a program that will be using ducks and turkeys. And the reason why we are doing this is to show the adapter, and you'll see the reason soon. So first up, let's create a concrete duck. We have a mallard duck, and we'll create a wild turkey. So what methods do we need? The duck has to quack and fly. So of course the mallard duck has to quack method, quack and fly. So let's use the arrow there. So now our mallard duck is implementing the duck interface. Then the same thing with the turkey. So basically the turkey does the same thing, but the method names are different. So because turkeys can fly that long and they don't quack, they gobble. So let's add the methods here. And let's add the implementation arrow there. Now then, we have a main class here. And the key here is that the main class is only using the duck interface. And multiple ducks. There. So the main class only knows about the duck interface and the one classes that are using the duck interface. So we have this turkey here, and it's completely useless at the moment because the program just won't use a turkey. Of course, this is a little slim example, but bear with me. So what we want to do here is that we create an adapter. So called turkey adapter. What we will have inside is one turkey and the methods we will be adding. First up, constructor. So we want to take the turkey as the parameter, and then we'll just take the methods from the duck interface and we implement the duck interface as well. There. Now we have a turkey inside this turkey adapter, so let's add a composition here. So we're taking the turkey interface one-to-one, and let's add the field name, and there. So now we have a main class that is using the classes or objects that are implementing the duck interface. So our main class is not using turkey interface in any case. And here's basically how we adapt our turkey to act like a duck. So let's just add the main method here with the array of strings. Make it static. And there. So then we can create this in Java. There. Then let's just generate the code from the UML. And here we go. So first up we had the turkey and duck interfaces. We're not going to do anything with those. Then let's take our duck and turkey. So what does the turkey, wild turkey do? Well, with the method gobble, it says gobble, and with the short fly, it's flying a short distance. Just printing out in order to show the methods and how they work. So with the duck, we quack and we fly. Easy as that. So then, how does this little turkey come about? Or our turkey adapter. So first up in the constructor, just assign the parameter into the variable here. And when we have this quack method, we'll just say to the turkey that, hey, how about you gobble? Dot gobble. And when we're flying, we just say to the turkey that, hey, do your thing. So now in the main class, as I said, the main class is only using ducks. So it basically doesn't know anything about any turkey interface. So let's create a duck. Oh, and of course, in order to make sure that this doesn't use any other types than docs, we'll create one method here. So a static method, because we're gonna use it only in the main class, so let's call it test_doc. And the type we're taking in is just a doc. And then for the doc, we are saying that you quack and you fly. There. So now what we can do is, well, let's make a little print there. And then let's test the doc. There, so what this is going to do is that the doc will say quack and it will fly. So how can we use this turkey that we want to use? Well, there's one easy way to do that. Let's make another print. So what our turkey adapter is saying. So again, we make a test doc. So I want to use a turkey. So is this fine? No. Sorry, new wild turkey. So I have an error. So I can't throw a turkey into a method that is wanting a duck. So what this offers me is that I can typecast it into a duck. Well, will this work? Well, boom, no, because we can't cast a turkey that is implementing a turkey interface into a duck interface. So let's leave that out and let's create a turkey adapter and let's keep the turkey inside the adapter. And what will happen now? Hey, wait, wow, it works. So first up, the same that what the doc says, and then the turkey adapter actually is saying what the turkey should be saying, but the calls are still for the duck. So let's say this example, when you are having a game where you have ducks, and your ducks can quack and fly and so on and so on, and you want to create, let's say, an Easter egg that one of the ducks is not the duck but the turkey. So you don't need to change anything. You just create few new classes and are done with it. So here's the basic idea behind the adapter.